Hi, welcome to Things to Consider. Today we're going to talk about ejecting or pushing parts off a conveyor. And this is based on a real application that came up recently. We have a customer that fills tubes, long tubes like tubes of toothpaste, tubes containing maybe ointment or medicines. And if the tube is not, doesn't pass inspection, it has to be pushed off the conveyor. So the tube moves along the conveyor, and if it has to be ejected off the conveyor, it has a sensor which turns on the air, and then they were using a sort of a flat jet to push the unit off the conveyor. The problem is that being a long, thin tube, if that air didn't hit the tube right, instead of pushing it off the conveyor, it would spin. So it wouldn't come off. So the solution was actually quite simple. We replaced that one flat jet with two air jets. Now, we used air jets instead of nozzles because an air jet gives you a wider footprint when it hits the part. If you use only a nozzle, you may have another problem that may not actually hit that part in the right place to blow it off because it's long and thin. So they used two air jets, and the air jets were separated by about 4 inches, the tube being about 5 inches long. You wanted to have the air jets far enough to be able to hit close to the end of each tube without passing the end of the tube, and yet not too close because then you might as well go back to that flat jet they had before and still possibly have the spinning problem. So the two air jets were able to solve the problem. Also, the amount of compressed air was about the same, even though they had only one item before, because the air jet being adjustable, you can actually cut back on the force and the air consumption that you need just enough to be able to blow this material off. And because the material was fairly light, you didn't need all that much force, nor all that much air consumption. So, in dealing with trying to eject parts or push parts off a conveyor, you have to consider the shape of the part, and you have to consider the weight of the part to be able to make the best choice on what to use.